Folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated. Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me just check the stream quickly and see if my sound is working, because I had an issue the other day with my audio. My name's Gentsla, and hold on. I had an issue the other day. There we go. Audio. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, my name's Gentsla, and we're out here trading. Let me just get my phone charger. My phone's a bit low in right now. Oh, there we go. This one's going to be charged as well. Done. Perfect. Okay, so we're out here trading our Blue Guardian 100K challenge, and because it's an infinite challenge, we can take as much time as we want, and yeah, we're just making steady increases as we go along, trading the same thing over and over and over again. If you were in the stream yesterday, you would have seen the levels that I pointed to randomly, right? Randomly. And those levels, if you were in the chart, they didn't deliver, did they? Hello. Welcome. What up? We're back. How are you, Matt? Yep. Alec and Bronan, thank you so much for joining in. Let me present my screen quickly. There we go. This is it. Okay, so we are right now at 1.191%. Okay, 1.194. We've got total number of trades, average winner, average loser. We've got an 85% win rate and a profit factor of 15.21, which is quite good. That means that for every dollar I'm risking, I'm making $15. Okay. Warren Dutoit, morning, bro. Watched you yesterday for the first time. It was awesome. Thanks for the efforts, learning bit by bit. That video yesterday is is like key to basically everything. If you're ever going to save a video, that's the one. That's the one that you need to save, because it's gonna help you gain bias and direction and understanding about where liquidity is in the market. And I'll show you today, right now, of what I said yesterday in the chart. Let's just present the screen. Share. Okay, so let's go to Euro. So this was our trade yesterday, and we exited, and then obviously it left the Hong Kong gap unfilled. Tell me what happened at 310 or 250 to 310. They started earlier here, but price then decided that it needs to go and fill this gap. So anyone who is short, you know that they're getting stopped out because price is coming to fill. As soon as it fills, it goes up to the previous weekly and then has a massive drop. And then at what time do we take our New York trades? From 950 to 1010, there should be an indication that's going higher with a fair value gap, which obviously pans out. Now, this one didn't actually reach my full 4-hour target, but I took 3 yesterday on my personal, actually 4, the US 500 as well. So we had a GBP doing the same. Is this GBP? Yes, it is. Doing the same thing, basically. Okay. This opening gap was seen to. Hong Kong gap's been set above it. At 250 until 310, there is an indication that price is going higher. Fair value gaps to the Hong Kong gap on the buy side. It drops again, New York at 9:50 until 10:10. There's a fair value gap, which is traded to a 4R beautifully. AUD, same thing. So we actually have the Hong Kong gap and all of that stuff is on this side over here. As you can see, right over there, price comes down. And then between 9:50 and 10:10 New York time, we have our fair value gap, and price indicates after making that structure shift right there before at 9:30, indicates it wants to go higher, fair value gap long. We have US 500. So we have the same thing. We have our Hong Kong gap. We have our daily gap, which needs to be filled. As price comes down, 9:30 creates a fair value gap. Between 9:50 and 10:10, that fair value gap gets seen to. It does come down a little bit, but then eventually goes to target. So this stuff is repeatable every single day. If you weren't on that, you were looking at, maybe you're looking at gold, XAU. Okay, gold dollar. Okay. We have this price right here. So price comes down, okay, comes down from that level yesterday. And then at what time does it go up? Well, let's have a look. Between 250 and 310, there's an indication here, because it's on the buy side, that we want to go higher. So you could have taken that as either this one, fair value gap right here. As soon as it goes up and breaks it, that wouldn't have been the one, it would have been this one. That would have been your entry into gold, and then you would have just ridden that all the way up to the highs over here, the Hong Kong gap. It does a snap out, snap back, and what time was that presenting? Well, that was between 9:50 and 10:10. Okay, and then it goes up, it seeks this liquidity, and continues going down. So nothing was a shocker. This trade over here, I took the 2R, it went off right there on my personal, and then this on my personal completes within minutes. It was literally like, how long was it? 58 until 14. So that was what? 16 minutes. And then that then gave me rise to then enter the US 500. So today, again, we are setting everything up. We have our daily gap. We have a Hong Kong gap. It's all setting up nicely. Hello, everyone. First time joining. Hello, Crypto Queen. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's a pleasure. No worries at all. No worries at all. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Like when you know what's happening in the market, you know where it's going, your trades, you can actually start becoming break even. And then after that, you gain more experience in the market, and then you'll become, hopefully, you'll become profitable. Again, trading is not for everyone. It's a really hard mental game sometimes to play. But once you are kind of over that, it's just, you just continue on. It's kind of casual. It's a pleasure, Shan. No worries at all. Like I said, you can cross correlate that onto almost any chart, whether it's indices or gold or whatever it is. Yeah, if you were even trading, what is it, USD JPY? If you're even trading US dollar JPY, the concepts are the same thing. I'm not a Japanese trader, as everyone knows, but we have over here, because we know everything else is going up and dollars going down, USD is the first thing over here. We have between 250 and 310. There's an indication that price wants to break. We then have a fair value gap here. We have a fair value gap here, which could be taken down to, obviously, where price was set over here. We know that price is going to go down because this is where our daily is in our Hong Kong gap. After that, we're looking at 3 o'clock. Sorry, not 3 o'clock. 8:50 and 9:10. sorry, 950 and 1010. From here to here, there's an indication that price wants to go down. We have a fair value gap in price right there. And then, well, you could have just taken that trade over there, whether it was over here with your stops or wherever you want to put them for safety. And yes, it's not completing the full leg, but you're still making money. Crypto Queen, yesterday, on Trading Nuts channel, I did a stream in regards to what I literally do, how I put stuff on my charts and how it works out. Ooh, that's interesting. So now we're getting distance away from the gap, which is fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. This is on the sell side. It's coming up, fair value gap. Structure shifted slightly on AUD. We've still got 9 minutes, so I'm waiting. What do we have here? DXY. Warren, I don't have any private mentorship lessons or anything. I'm presenting everything for free right here. Honestly, I personally don't care about making money from people because we trade. You know? And I'm literally just giving all my ideas to everyone so that you're able to make a better informed decision and actually predict where price is going with about like 90% accuracy. Because again, some days it won't happen, but most days it does. Crypto Queen, it works on everything that I've tested so far. Whether it's gold, US 500, whatever it is, there are certain times in the day that are key. There are certain points of liquidity in the day that are key. And I explained it all in that video yesterday. So just go and make sure you give that video a watch. In the beginning, it's just an explanation of the previous day's trade. But then what we do is we get into a trade, and it's a successful one. And yeah, after that successful trade, let me just pull this over here, close this one. I need my broker open because the trade time's coming. And yeah, so then after that, after the trade, which is about 45 minutes into the stream, then I do the whole explanation. So if you're looking for an explanation or anything, you can start at maybe minute 45 of the stream yesterday. So yesterday being the 29th of July, 2023. And if you noticed, everything that I said in the stream played out throughout the day perfectly. And Crypto Queen, I do not have an interview on Trading Nuts. Yes, John. Exactly. So it's the same face. It's the same person. It's me. We got 6 minutes. Well, it's actually from 24 hours ago now, because it's exactly what it ended. The stream ended at 12, my time 12. So that's I streamed for about an hour and a half. So Muffin, if you go onto the channel and you go onto live, it should all be there underneath the live section in YouTube. I'm looking at shorts, just by the way. Exactly. Yesterday's live. It's a live stream that I did. So because I'm doing the 100K Blue Guardian challenge, I'm actually doing it live with everyone. I want to show that using minimal risk, such as, because I'm using 0.25 risk. Yesterday's Asian session live. Yes, that one. Full day trading live stream when? I don't know. I've got a family. So I can't commit to a full day. You know, when you got children running around, it's a little bit difficult. Yes, exactly. On Trading Nuts channel. Also, good evening in the Iridium group. Nice, nice, nice. So whatever time it is in the world, I hope that you've had either a nice day, or if you are just waking up, you had a nice morning, or if you're about to go to bed, we're enjoying ourselves, a little bit of a nightcap. It's 10:46 a.m. for me. So I trade the session because I have a family, and so I can trade any session I want, whether it's Asia, London, New York, doesn't matter. I have strategies for all of them, and it all revolves around this Asia analysis. If you can get your Asia analysis correct, then you're sorted. So they left the daily open. There's a shift over here. There's something different. This is actually interesting. We're about to hit the time, but we have to wait for our fair value gap. As GBP presented it. GBP presented it, but it's not on the other chart. GBP and AU presented it, but it's not on EU. So again, no fair value gap, no trade, and saves you from taking a loss. Do I think we're going for it? I know we're going for it. Like I said, when I was announcing that, 7 out of 10 times, 7 out of 10 weeks, it is accurate. The weeks that it's not accurate are literally at the swing of the moves. So again, I'm a reversal specialist, and that's how I classify my trading style. And what I'm looking for is not swings in the market. I look for reversals in legs. Yeah. So again, we have to wait for. We're in the time now where price is expected to shift. But we have to have a fair value gap. And I'm not being offered one right now. The MMG is the mid-morning gap. I call it the mid-morning gap. I found it in Hong Kong. It's a time. It's a place in time between 4:29 closing candle and 5:15 opening candle. And normally that time is, you don't trade at that time. Why? Because it's normally a consolidation. But you use it for, I use the Wednesday one for future projections for price next week. Hi, you didn't give me an FEG. Yo. That's okay. Price is what it is. Sometimes it gives you, like yesterday, we hit a really, really nice trade. And today, like I said, I'm looking for shorts because there's enough distance from here. This fair value gap over here, that's the one I'd go for. That's the one I'd want. And so that is an 8 pip move. AUD is just somewhere else. Australian dollar actually needs to go up to fill this in. But it's been on a tear downwards lately. It's just been on downtrend for days. Didn't give me my fair value gap. Damn. But that's okay. Life goes on. What's your risk to reward in pips especially? So I don't trade how everyone else trades using with pips and stuff like that. Okay, as in I have to trade that way because that's how the market is. But I have a trade manager in place. So I look at just the chart. I look at how price is moving. As I said, I'm expecting shorts. Shorts are playing out, but it didn't give me a fair value gap to enter on, unfortunately. And my trade goes from this time, I want to see a gap in price over here. It needs to gap away, which it did. And then at this time, it's going to come back and fill in the opening gap. And we're bouncing on the closing of the Hong Kong session. See, this mid-morning gap over here was one mid-morning gap that it continued. When was it? Wednesday. It continued, and it was not seen to the next week. But that following mid-morning gap in the next week, that was seen to. The one afterwards, that was seen to. So majority of the time, the mid-morning gap is completely accurate. No fair value gap, we don't trade. Lovely. But now it's actually left this open still, which is nice. Everything else is pushing down. We have SMT. It actually might be an entry soon. So as I was saying about my trade manager, I have a trade manager set at 0.25% risk. And what it does is it auto calculates the lots for me. I don't need to be manually typing it into a calculator, wasting time because I'm trading on the 1 minute chart. it is super, super tight moves. It is very, very small. All right. So trying to calculate your risk as price is moving around is it's too fast for I tried. It's too fast for a calculator. You have to have some form of a trade manager or something to help you. It just makes, and it literally looks like TradingView. So we have lows there that have been set over here. I'm going to see what price is doing. And I should take this out onto the 15-minute quickly. Let's have a look and see if this leg was balanced. No, it wasn't. You've been seen to. You were balanced. You're not balanced. Is there a void? Let me go have a look. Just up here. There's lapping gaps. Properties. Take auto scroll away, please. Need that. There's a volume imbalance at 9346 to 9319. We've got nice equal highs at 9098. Some lapping gaps. So what's that again? Three, 4, 6. 346. So 19. There's a imbalance of price right here. Let's see what everything else is doing. GDP is still resisting. Nice. Like I said, this might actually be the short. It just depends on what happens in price. Again, we have to wait for our fair value gap and then we have our entry. If not, life is what it is. To seek fair value, this whole leg will have to come here or slightly above it. Funny that. What number's that? What number's down here? The nice round numbers. I like round numbers. They're fun. Today's Friday. Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't put the music on. My bad. Let me put it on. It might be a bit loud in the beginning. I need to turn it down. Thank you for reminding me. The challenge is going well, John. It's going well. We're up almost like 1.2%. So taking 13 trades. It's all panning out. It's all panning out. Atmos, Asian boss, good night, morning. 50% of one of those time frames. Which time frame are you talking about? What I'm doing here is I'm looking at this leg over here has not been offered. There's a volume imbalance just above that. We have that leg has been offered. That leg, this leg here. You look at this leg over here from here to here. That has not been offered on the dot. Then we have this leg down here. That's been offered. What's your target goal percentage? Yes. So yes, with my what you call it? My trade manager, I have it set as to 4R. So that's 4%. But what I do is I take off 50% as soon as the trade reaches 2R. To just lock in profits, and of course there's commissions as well, so we had to pay the commissions, but continue being profitable over time. It all works out. So percentage wise, I will get around 3% a trade, but I still have to pay commissions. So that cuts a little bit off as well. I mean, percentage for your account challenge, you have to get 450. I have to get 8% to pass. I mean, we've only been going like from when I started trading. It's I think like 9 days, so not doing too bad. Especially because it's an infinite challenge. I mean, I don't know many prop firms out there that are offering infinite challenges. There's a void on AU that's going to have to be filled. The downside. I may should check my. G is just taking a local high. So you pay commissions per lot size. So whatever lot I'm taking off, I pay commissions on the lot. So it's $6 a lot. Because I'm trading really tight stops and stuff like that, I literally have like maybe 2 or 3 pips of stop, and so my lot size is generally between like 6 to 10 lots. So it'll be around like 60-ish dollars. Sometimes it's 12, sometimes it's 13, so it increases. It depends. Now, if you take a loss, you still have to pay commissions on that loss as well. The time 11:05. Yeah, no worries at all, Jazz. No worries. A lot of traders don't understand much about the commissions and how spread and commissions are actually really, really important when you're trading. The tighter the spread is, the kind of more profits that you can take off, because your trade has to move a certain amount of distance to basically cover the trade in commissions, and then after that, everything else after that's profits. So if it's $6, I look at a 0.6 pip movement for it to be commission, as in for commissions to break even. Now my trades are usually like 45 pips and I'm out, I'm done. Sometimes they'll be larger. Again, it just depends on structure in the market. Again, I don't look at the pips, I look at structure in the market, and whatever it is, my trade manager will auto calculate it for me. Good night, Tom. No, didn't miss anything, man. Didn't miss anything. Not yet. We're still waiting. Got a few more minutes. And also indication. I'm looking for shorts. So right now we've tapped in a little bit here. I would like to see. We have actually some distance now as well. 7 pips. So I'm literally waiting for any break of structure, or sorry, market structure shift with a fair value gap. This one over here didn't present me a fair value gap, that's why I couldn't take it. But of course, there were equal highs over here. There's no ways you want to take that. Interesting. GU actually just broke structure. I'll show you. So there was a slight market structure shift right over here, and there's a fair value gap right over here. But I'm waiting because the other charts are still deciding.
Ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create.
I feel like, oh, markets are frozen. 10, 11 or 8. Yeah, there's going to be, they're deciding right now. There's going to be a massive like move soon. How many draws do we have? 1, 2, 3. GBP should start collapsing.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me.
And everything else should follow suit.
Just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.
DXY has just shifted. So now we wait for fair value gap. Yeah, there was it's going down on GU. We can see now we have a fair value gap right here. Okay, on EU, GU, as I said, is starting to break down. AU, probably the same thing. We've gone to that level. Now we're going to wait for this candle to close. How much time do we have? 5 seconds. So yeah, this is our effigy. Beautiful. You didn't go in. You chop. There's a tiny, tiny void between this candle and this candle. It's ever so small. It's a better price. Yeah. I'm targeting 40. That's half of that. Eight, 6, 7. Full margin, no stop loss. No, you know I have to put stop losses in. Because you have to manage your risk. Mistakes while doing. We still have here and here the void. Let's come into this imbalance. All this price up here, the opening gap, that's my target. Sorry, here we go. See how it came into the fair value gap? And down we go. just remove this. Put on my trade. Go. At this point, because of that reaction, I'm going to move my stops to break even. And I'm just going to let it ride. And whatever happens, happens. What's the time? 16. Opening of 16. Here we go. So now we have a Hong Kong gap set. It is on the sell side, and the Hong Kong gap needs to be filled. We know this. Or we should know. GBP, you can see that fair value gap respected beautifully, coming down. AUD, it did the opposite. It snapped out the highs and started coming down. So we're almost at our 2R, where I'll be taking 50% of my trade off. I'm waiting for pullback on the buy. No, I'm in a sell. I'm not in a buy. I'm in a sell right now. Who said anything about buys? The whole time I said I was talking about sells. If it does want to go up, then my analysis was wrong, and that's okay. I'm at break even, so I have zero risk. You got the 5 PMA for pullback right now. I will still hold. Like I said, for me personally, you see on my chart here, I've got no indicators. I look at how price is, and I trade off price. It's generally consistent every day. And if not, then it's break even. Guess what? That's okay. This is life. Why I picked GU? I mean, why I picked EU, not GU, was because of the way that it was kind of like rounded. See, I'll show you here. It's kind of like rounded in a way compared to GU over here, where it's like bang. I don't know. That's why. So Hong Kong gap is set. Daily is not filled yet, so I'm expecting that to get filled and then complete filling. If it does want to go up again, just like every day, then we're looking for London. At what time? 250 to 310. Oh yeah, sorry. I'll present my my broker chart to you. Sorry, let me do that. So there's the trading manager I've been talking about. Yeah, we have the entry over here. Okay, there was the entry at 3.2. The fair value gap, the little void in price that I was speaking about, comes in, takes it, and continues down. I didn't actually think, I guess it was going to be taken. We know that, but sometimes it just continues going down. So I waited for this blue candle to come up, and then as soon as it gave me a decent price, I was in the trade. I like EU because look at the spread. The spread is like nothing. There's zero spread here. And we're looking on this side over here, the spread is like 0.4 pips, and the spread on AU is 0.4 pips. So it's like a pipette. To use 2R is going to clock off very, very soon. Clock in very, very soon. It's right here. So what I'll actually do here is I'm going to close 50% partial, and then I'm going to make this a 100. And then, yeah, so risk is managed. We've taken half the trade off, and the rest can ride. And guess what? We've made money for the day, right? That's all that matters. Every single day, it's the same thing. I'm sure you saw yesterday. It was exactly the same thing. It's not rocket science. Just understanding where price needs to go. And with this, I'm actually going to move the stop a little, not the stop, is this the, wait, let's move this. Yeah, I'm going to move the stop a tiny bit lower, just ever so slightly, so it gives space between them. So we have the 732 to 730. If it wants to rip really fast over here, past this candle, then what it'll do, it'll give me a little bit of space here, so that it can give me my fill to exit. Jay Kennedy. Yeah, it's the reason why I don't trade the other pairs. I trade the pairs correlated. You can see the same move cross onto everything else. USD JPY, you'll see right now. Don't know why that's going up on JPY when everything else is going down. That's kind of strange. DXY is pulling back here, so I don't know. Honestly, like, that is very strange to me. Again, that's why I don't trade the Japanese stuff, because it just moves weird. It doesn't move in correlation. So I have my sorry, you can't see that. I have my three charts, as you can see. I have EU, I have GU, and I have AU, and I'm watching the correlation between all three at the same time. And I have my bias, which I've created. Again, if price does want to come up here, we've made bank on the day, and that's okay. But what we're looking at right now is that there's a fair value gap in here, and price might want to pull back up to here. And if it does that, again, there's this fair value gap was not completely filled over here. That was not completely filled, so it left it over here. There's a tiny bit of space in there. But looking at the other charts, you can see the void I was speaking about in GU. There's a complete void in price over here, and that is where, and then that little fair value gap right there at the top. That, after breaking structure, that was GU. Let me just see what price is doing the five tick chart. See where we are. Yeah, price needs to go lower. There's a beautiful pool of square liquidity. Where is that? 8650. Let's put that on the chart. So F8650 right over here is a beautiful. This liquidity over here is amazing. Like, look how square that is. Tony, thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much. It happens more often than you think. Again, within our time. That's literally all I'm looking for. It's probabilities. You look for your time, you wait for it, and if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's okay. Let me see what DXY is doing. DXY is touching the opening gap right now. There might be a shakeout, but there's nice equal highs at 103,362. It's creating equal highs at 103,339 on DXY. So what does the 5 seconds say? What are you telling me? This 16 open. Hong Kong gap for the day is this one. It's almost filled the Hong Kong. Very close. GBP and AU are pushing up. That's it. Might be a little shakeout now. So let's see what this is doing over here. Yeah, while that happens, I'll just carry on answering questions. Gold. USD, of course, because USD is not the correlation, but you need to look at DXY. That's important. So you need to be looking at this chart over here and seeing what price is doing. Dollar is related to countries as well. So what I mean by that is all the big gold countries, the countries that produce or mine gold, the countries like Australia, what's another country that makes a lot of gold? Is it Kazakhstan? Can't remember, because I don't trade gold. Do you see on those charts, you see that like shakeout that's happening over there? It ripped up higher because it's trying to get these people out of the market so they can continue going down. Same thing on AU over here. It went up higher because the people that entered over here off of this wick, they put their stops, or they've moved their stops down as soon as the structure was taken. It got moved down. So that's target down here. That's target down here. That's target. So we're selling the EU. Yeah, I'm already in the trade selling long ago. I don't care about the hour and the daily and the 4 hour and stuff like that. I literally have my times, and I'm in my trade, like I said, from between 2 to like half an hour, but 2 minutes to like half an hour. On average, it's between 23 minutes, 23 to 20, yeah, 23 minutes ish. So because of this nice rip down and this over here coming down, I'm just going to move my stops just to secure more profits. I'll actually put it just over here at 50, just in case it wants to rip up, but I'm not expecting it to. Let's see what DXY is doing. DXY is just taking the equal highs that I mentioned, and we're going even higher. It's going for the buy side, which it should do it with a lot of force. It should literally want to just rip through and target the next liquidity. There's a fair value gap on DXY on the buy side. It's been held here. As you can see, we've just taken this low over here. Alex, I will always take partials off. I consider partials to be king. They're my go-to. And yes, I can be accurate on 80% of my trades, but I still, as a mental thing, I like having the trade kind of already paid for in a way, so that I can just set it at break even and just forget about it. Otherwise, you're just like continuously stressing inside. In my experience, that's just how it's panned out for me. So yeah, DXY is just pushing through, and it should just rage a little bit higher because the fair value gap on the buy side needs to be taken. So push more. These lows down here need to be seen to. Come on. Another in and out with a 3R, stress-free, loving it. Exactly, my man. Exactly. It's chilled. It's literally, actually right now, the way the price is behaving, okay, it's literally bounced off of this. Okay, there we go, profits taken. I was about to say that when it starts doing funny things around my stop, I just take out the, what's it called? I just cancel the trade. So that was a good, what, $440-ish today to 0.4. Nice. Nice, we're doing well. I'm doing well. So there we go, done. Yesterday, perfection. Today, perfection. Same time, every day. There will be times where, again, the analysis does not work and you'll take a loss, but that's okay. If you take a loss, that's fine. You just set everything up for the next day and you continue doing the same thing over and over and over. And you can see that it works. You can literally see that it works. Know what I'm saying? Oi, this person. How do I remove this? No worries, Crypto Queen. No worries at all. You'll find a lot of good little nuggets in there, and especially for ES or US 500. Internationally, around the world, we have to call it the US 500. So there we go. That's trade done, complete, finished. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you can see, it's been another successful day. So I'm actually just going to close out my charts, and I will present the challenge again. As you can see, it's like up only. It's just continuing, because we trade little small moves, we do little small things, and we are consistent every single day. Same time, same place, same everything. You don't, if you're changing around, listening to like 700,000 different other people and all of their opinions and stuff, if it's not your analysis, you can't take the trade because it's not yours. It's not your idea. It's you. Remember, the key thing here is just remember, your money is your money. All right. Are you now going to trust someone else to handle your money for you? No. As a trader, we check high probabilities and we make sure that we predict where price is going. That's our goal. We have to predict where price is going. Nothing else. As soon as we do that, then you know that you can risk whatever amount you have to do. So as you can see, it's coming up. We're on 1.661% now, which is great. 16 trades. We have an average win rate of 87.5%. And we have a profit factor of 20 now. So we just amped that up by $5. Live trading zone, exactly. When it comes to the time where you actually understand where liquidity is and you're super confident. Like for me personally, I don't look at any other I don't look at Instagram, I don't look at Twitter. The only person I look at is ICT, because he sometimes has some new things that he comes out with that I'm curious about and I want to go and test. But apart from that, I have my strategy. I've developed everything. I've been forward testing it for forever, and I've become profitable with it as well. And so I know it works, and I don't need anyone else to be like, oh, you're taking buys. No, I'm taking sells. Or if I'm taking sells and someone else is like, well, the 5MA says do this. Personally, my strategy is very simple. It's clean. We wait for a very simple thing that happens in price, and then we target certain points of liquidity, and that's all. Okay, my next stream, Alex. So let's get back to this. So yeah, in time, you should be able to just be like, nah, I don't need anyone else, because I know that price is going to where it's going. Yeah. And you won't need anyone else. You don't need validate. No one needs to validate you, because you know that you're right. You know that your trading strategy and model has a certain amount of percent. So it doesn't matter what anyone else says. It does not matter one bit. I could not give a rat's ass about anyone else and how they trade and stuff like that. I have the way I trade, and if they're trading, if they're making money, great. Big ups to them. Like I said, everyone can trade in their own way. As long as they're making money, it doesn't faze me. If they're trading the 5 minutes, if they're trading the 15 minutes, I personally can't trade those charts, because there's so much information in the 1 minute that is missed in the 5-minute charts and the 15-minute chart. Well, you're a blessing, G. This is one of the few times I ever traded. A strategy is fantastic. Trading Asia was always frustrating. Thank you. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Not many people know how to trade Asia. So I just thought that this is the reason why I would come on to Trading Nut and present this strategy to everyone, because it works. And Asia can be traded. It's not impossible. You just have to know where price is and what you're doing. When is your next live stream? It's on Tuesday. So I don't do Monday. I do Tuesday to Friday. Please, can you mark up your process in gold? I can't actually right now because I have an appointment that I have to go to at 12:10. So that's in half an hour. Good for you, bro. Nice work. Thank you, my man. Ron Detroit, can't wait to get to your level. I cannot believe how accurate your trades are. So price is price is exact. There are certain things that price does that it indicates to you. As you can see, I was waiting. I said, okay, now GBP did this, AUD is doing this. I see that one going higher. This one's doing its thing. There's SMT forming. There's all these simple things that are happening in the chart. And once you get more and more experience and you get more comfortable reading price, not reading the indicator, you're sitting there looking at the candles move up and down. That is your tell. The candles are so important. And all the information that you require in the chart is in the candle itself, between the open, high, low, and close of the candles. So yeah, that's literally all it is. And my whole goal of coming onto here is basically, like I said, I just want to share my ideas with everyone, so that maybe you have your aha moment, like I had a long time ago, of when I actually cracked it. I was like, where was I? I was actually on the toilet. I was taking a dump, and I was looking at the chart, and I was just like, hold on, this is really interesting. What's going on? And then I connected the dots in my head, and I literally had this like big brain wave, and I was just like, what? And then I went straight to my computer after that, and I just started marking everything up on my chart, and it literally was like magic. Everything just clicked into place at one time, and it was like, wow. And I hope that every single one of you has one of those times as well. Every single, like, one of those moments of just, I've cracked it. I did it. It's my own work. It's not someone else. It's not someone else's idea. It's not someone else posting. It's literally your work. Because again, your money is your responsibility. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to go and literally hand $500 to some random person on the street and then expect them to bring back $2,000 when you don't know them. You don't know anything about them. It's the same thing in the market, when with all these influencers and stuff on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. Once you find what works for you and you're able to do it for yourself, then you're sorted. There's no stress. And I really, really wish and hope that each and every single one of you get that brilliant, like, aha moment, and that you're like, I've cracked it. I've done it. I can do this. I can. Because you can. Everyone can. The way that I see it, and I literally, I was able to put on the chart and then visualize it. And then now I present that visualization. It gives some people headaches, I know, because that green is quite strong. Sorry about that. Larry Brown, from the gap, again, my target is the gap. I'll be looking for price to then break away from the gap, and in London, again, come towards the gap. Okay, so again, if you're confused, literally just go and watch yesterday's stream, yesterday live stream on Trading Us channel. Just rewatch that video. Like I said, I take a trade in that, same as today, except that one was it a buy? I think it was a buy. Let's go check. Can't history. Yeah, it was a buy yesterday, and today we had our sell. So yeah, like I said, I wish all of you the best safe trading. Keep yourselves okay. Again, I'm just going to reiterate that you are also important. Your health is important. Your relationships are important. They matter, because that's life. Trading is just a way to make money. And yes, you can be passionate about it. Like, I'm quite passionate about it, and that's why I came up with that strategy. I was literally just so focused for years. I've been trading for over 2.5 years now, and I only had my aha moment about like 9 months ago. It was actually in the big downturn in September last year, when everything just clicked, and I was just like, this makes so much sense. Then I forward tested for a couple of months, and then yeah, just works. Peak. Yeah, this because you know us gents, we spend too much time there. But you're like literally when your leg goes numb because you're on your phone. Yeah. Anyways, it's been fun today, everyone. It's been fun. I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend. And if you're trading the rest of the day, keep yourself safe. And I'll see you next Tuesday, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye.